Good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Edward Shaw. Going to be in for a little bit more of a wet Wednesday later on today when we start seeing more showers and thunderstorms fire up throughout the region. But overall, this is going to be a little bit of an abnormal day for the next few days as we're going to be in the mid to upper 80s. But later on, much cooler. Temperatures dropping into the low 80s, maybe even the 70s to the east, with most of the New River Valley actually quite clear right now, so it may end up being a little bit warmer out there than it is in areas such as Lynchburg or Southside. Now let's take a little bit of a wider view as to why this is, because there's two primary factors. The first being that cold front that's churning out further out to the west of us, but also the development of Hurricane Erin starting to make its way further up closer to the mid-Atlantic. Not expected to make landfall within the United States, and it won't, quite frankly, but it will create for some dangerous surf conditions along the East Coast. Let's time out everything for you with our futurecast. You notice by about 1 p.m. today, going to be about 84 degrees, but once we get into the afternoon and evening, we're going to see more showers and storms start firing up as we go into dinner time and eventually into the evening and overnight hours. We clear up a little bit overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, but the cloud cover really starts to return with a northerly flow thanks to the outer bands of Erin. It's just a really big storm, so it's going to create for those conditions to be pretty cloudy, all things considered, here as we go into the next few days. Rainfall chances, well, today's going to be the best chance of rainfall. Could see a few isolated showers and storms tomorrow and on Saturday. Very isolated in nature on Friday. But overall, after this week, nice and dry for next week. 86 today is your high for Roanoke, Blacksburg 83, Alta Vista 89, Lynchburg 90, South Boston 88, Covington at 84 degrees. And again, I mentioned earlier that this is part of an overall cooling trend, and that's certainly going to be the case. So watch what happens. We get to 85 tomorrow, and then we drop to 82 on Friday, 81 Saturday, and then eventually as we go into Sunday, still going to be in the low 80s. As part of a widespread temperature trend that's going to trend much cooler for this time of year. You can see where that affects nearly the entire eastern half of the United States, from the Midwest all the way into the mid-Atlantic, so certainly some much needed relief on the way. Erin's still churning out in the Atlantic. Mentioned it is going to turn further out to the northeast, currently a Category 2 storm. Very well could get to Category 3 status once more. And then outside of that, two more areas we're tracking, one of which just behind Erin has about a 60% chance of formation in the next 7 days, and another that we're keeping a close eye on with about a 40% chance here over the next 7 days as well. Your 7-day outlook, again, looking like it's going to be pretty unsettled here until about Sunday, but Monday and Tuesday look absolutely phenomenal. Temperatures in the low 80s and upper 70s with sunny skies. So happy. Only a few more days of this heat, humidity, before we start clearing up and getting a little bit more tolerable outside.
I was just about to ask, am I hallucinating? I saw a 57 for a low.
Yeah, I had to
Monday
double
night
check
into
when I was
Tuesday.
doing my forecast. I was like,
okay, we will take that. That's
100%.
That is a big time relief considering how sticky it has been. Edward, thank you so much.